on guys, welcome to Bake It with AJ. I'm AJ and today we have our monthly cocktail bundt cake. Today we are making a French 75 bundt cake. This is a lemon cake soaked with gin and a champagne glaze and honey. It is incredible. The recipe can be found using the link in the description. It takes you to my website. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can join me every Wednesday for new episodes of Bake It with AJ. For our bundt cake batter here, I have 1.5 cups, which is 3 sticks or 339 grams of unsalted butter. That's totally softened to room temperature that we're going to cream with 2 cups or 400 grams of granulated sugar until nice, light, and fluffy. We're then going to go in with 4 large room temperature eggs, one at a time, mixing in each egg before adding the next one. Now for Flavortown, we have a tablespoon or 13 grams of vanilla extract, along with 1.5 tablespoons or 9 grams of lemon zest. This is anywhere from 1 to about 1.5 lemons worth of zest. After your flavors are nicely mixed in, here I have 3 cups or 450 grams of cake flour with 2 teaspoons or 10 grams of baking powder, 3/4 of a teaspoon or 3 grams of baking soda, and 1.5 teaspoons or 9 grams of salt that I've mixed together in a separate bowl. We're going to alternately add this mixture with 1 cup or 8 ounces or 240 milliliters of room temperature buttermilk. If you don't have buttermilk, you can use the same measurement of regular milk. Add about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice to that. You're going to do this in about 3 parts and start and end with the dry mixture. Once that last bit of flour is absorbed into the cake batter, you want to stop mixing, give that bowl a nice scrape down with a spatula, and into our 10-cup bundt pan this goes. Now make sure you really generously grease the bundt pan here, especially if there are a lot of lines and corners, because I had to make this cake twice because the first one stuck even though I could have sworn I greased the crap out of that pan, honey. So make sure you really grease it. This is going to go into a 350 Fahrenheit or 180 Celsius oven for anywhere from 50 to 55 minutes until it springs back when touched or a cake tester inserted into the center comes out completely clean. Now you want to let this cool in the pan for about 15 to 20 minutes. Do not touch that cake until it has been in there for about 15 to 20 minutes. You don't want to risk it falling apart. We're then going to gently turn it onto a cooling rack. And we're gonna let it cool for about another 10 minutes just so it's not so incredibly hot. And here I have a mixture of 1/2 cup or 120 milliliters of a decent quality gin that I've mixed with 2 tablespoons of simple syrup, which is simply equal parts sugar and water that you can microwave until it is boiling and all the sugar is dissolved. I'm gonna poke some holes all over this cake. This is gonna help the gin mixture soak in a bit more, and we're going to gently pour that all over the cake while it is still warm. That is pretty important. The warm cake will absorb it a lot better. Once your gin is all nicely poured onto the cake there, it's time to let it cool completely. And when it is cooled, we're gonna go ahead and make the glaze. So a French 75 consists of gin, lemon, and champagne. That is the classic cocktail here. And little side note, I know champagne's expensive. You don't have to use actual champagne if you wanna use Prosecco. I'm not gonna tell anybody because that's what I did. So don't worry, you don't have to break the bank to make this cake, honey. If you want to buy some Prosecco, that is totally fine. We just need the bubbly effect here. So in a bowl, I have about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which is about 1 gram's worth, with 3 cups or about 400 grams of confectioner's sugar. And to that, I'm adding a teaspoon or 4 grams of vanilla extract and about 5 tablespoons worth of our champagne or Prosecco, whatever you are using. Just use a whisk to make that all really nice and smooth. You want a decently thick mixture, but not so thick that it doesn't still kind of drizzle down the sides, because you want it to really have that drip effect here on the cake. And once your glaze is done, just simply pour it all over, sparing no single drop of that glaze, honey. Pour it all over the cooled cake, top with additional lemon zest if you desire. And here we have a French 75 bundt cake. I mean, I've already eaten my slice of it because I was really too excited. I took my slice there. Oh well. This is really beautiful though. The fresh lemon zest, smells amazing, you guys. It tastes like the cocktail, which is exactly what I go for when I make these cakes, so you really need to try it. It is perfect for the summer months. Once again, the recipe can be found using the link in my description. It'll take you to my website where you can find my merchandise for sale, along with all my other recipes and links to my YouTube videos. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and leave me some comments down below. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you can join me every Wednesday for new episodes of Bake It with AJ. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. It's been a long day, so the bubbles got me, baby.